Well, everybody, here it is. After fun updates starting in 2017, finally have the last backyard update video for you. You know, it's even though some things took a while, really was a lot of fun making all these videos. This will probably be a longer video, as you can see, but hopefully, being that it's the last update video, hopefully be worth your time, okay? So as you remember, I'm starting at the driveway, which is kind of towards the front, but you know, this was kind of part of the project too, so that's why I'm covering it. And just remember, this is where we had the extension done, a small extension done here, that you saw in the sprinkler video. And this is where the big extension was, if you remember. Added 5 more feet, and let me tell you, that really makes a huge difference. And here's all the grass that you saw last time. For the longest time, this was all dirt. That's finally all this. You can see it really came out nice. And you can see that dead spot's gone, so that's nice. Here's a planting area. The sun's coming back out, that's nice. Here's a planting area. A lot of these plants, actually, my folks and I planted ourselves. So you can definitely save a lot of money by doing that. It's more labor, but you know, a lot of money saved doing it yourself for sure. A little bit of like a rock ledge over there. The sod's really grown in nicely. It's like, check out one of my 2017 videos. You could see how this area used to look. It's amazing how it looks now. And at some point we are going to have a little bit more plants put in this area here, but that's not really a big update video, I don't think so. Really is nice how all this came out. Had a little bit of stuff done over here by the air conditioner. So you know what, here, let me get a shot of all along here. Oh, you know what, that flower pot's new. I didn't show that. Yep, so we have one here. And one over there. We'll get right there in a minute. Oh, we had a new hose put here. Just because the other gray hose we had here didn't, it was only 75 feet, and this one we changed to 100 foot. So that way my mom can water the plants over there manually if she wants to. The hose reaches over there beautifully and still has slack left over, so 25 feet make a hell of a difference. And I'll show you where we put the other hose. Here, oh, a couple more new plants put here. That all came out nice. Now it's a hot summer day today. It's gonna be in the 90s, but as you can see, the air conditioners aren't running. Good house insulation, I guess. Maybe they'll turn on at some point. And here's the other flower pot. I figured this is actually a good spot to put it because when you're standing over here, you kind of have it in front of the grass area. So I figured that's like very fitting for it. So compared to the Long Island house had 7 flower pots to water. This one just has 2. That's much better that way, let me tell you. So that's all good. And again, all this area, just all this dirt that this used to be, you know, everything. Huge difference as to what it is now. You remember the Cabana lights, fans going right now. And we do have a couple of brownish spots. Those are going to be addressed. So, but don't worry about that. Much of the grass is green. Got some weeds over there we're trying to take care of. Oh yeah, that's right. I meant to say, we were having all the stones and stuff sealed, and as you can see, they sealed them. I don't know how well it's coming in the video, but these do definitely have a nice, richer color tone in person compared to how they previously did. Maybe you guys can see it, but in person is really the big difference here. And, oh yes, they finally, different guys here, but they finally did it so all the border bricks match. Remember when they had to put that mismatched brick in when they put this stone wall that I don't like too much? They put a different color brick, and I was like, yeah, no, that's got to be fixed. And the people that we had here finally did it. And that just looks so, even though it's a mismatched size, just that looks so much better with it all matching color-wise. Really does. Okay, let's head over to the back. Again, I just have these benches here to, you know, just to cover the pipes. That's what my folks wanted to do. Oh, there goes one of the air conditioners. Maybe you'd like to hear that. Dryer vent, stove exhaust vent. You probably remember that. Here's the stoop. Remember that was all cinder blocks for the longest time? That came out good. Little table with tile there. Not too sure what to do with it, but, you know, it's just there. Here's the table, the main table. You've seen this many times now. Now it has the umbrella up and everything. Excellent. These are new. In fact, we actually just got these yesterday. 4 bar stools here for the part where the counter hangs over, as you've seen before. And oh yeah, they also fixed this mismatched brick here. See that? Where is it? So much better than it used to be. Really, really happy about that. A couple of pictures. There's the sink. You may remember these. These are from the Long Island house. These wind chimes. Now that everything is finally all finished, I was like, hey, let's put these up. And finally did. And then I really like where these are, you know. So I'm sure in the winter when we cover it up again, we usually take them down and, you know, take them down, put them up. That's how it is. Okay. On the inside of the cabana, you can see the refrigerator. We finally have all the protectant off and the handles installed. Metal handles too. I'm very happy about that. I showed you the whole demonstration on the refrigerator and everything. So I don't want to keep it open for too long because it's humid, but here's the inside again. Got some stuff in there from previous barbecues and everything. Freezer. Hot dogs and everything. Here's an ice bin which tilts out, which I love, makes it easily accessible. The trapezoid cubes. I always thought that was pretty cool. Here you go. And I do like that this refrigerator has a door open indicator. And what is actually nice is you can run both dispensers at the same time, and if this door happens to be open, it still lets you dispense ice or water. Very glad it does that. A lot of refrigerators today don't do that, so at least they did that right. Here's the microwave. There's the clock on it. Okay. And yeah, so like I said, when you open the door, the light comes on. Very happy about that. Incandescent bulb. And here's how much it uses. And this microwave just does one thing I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, it does 4 beeps when it's done, which I do like. But it does that kind of thing where once the timer hits 0, the magnetron shuts off. But then for the 4 beeps, the fan, the light, and the dish keep going until the beeps stop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not the worst thing, but I just like it when, you know, when the timer expires, everything stops. You know what I'm saying? But 4-second delay, not the end of the world. Toaster oven, you saw the video on that. Here's one of the phones. There's some Pam, olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper. Here's a clock we had installed. The cool thing about this clock is that it has a hydrometer and a thermometer. But the only problem is they have to emit the 7, 4, and 5 when they do that. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know. That just looks wrong to me. Even though it is cool to have those 2 things, you know, really, I think it could have been done better. And like I said, once the sun is up past the early morning, this is in the shade all day. So, like, that's really nice, especially on hot days like this. Really makes a world of a difference, let me tell you. You've seen the stovetop, you've seen the grill. I'll just put this on again. See? Oh, you know, you want to see the grill now? Yep, we've definitely been using it. So, it doesn't look too bad right now, but I'm sure as the years goes on, it'll get more and more dirty, you know? Now, according to my dad, he did say that the push-button igniters that the Long Island House grill has, he actually said he had to replace those 3 or 4 times. And if I actually remember correctly, the stovetop one stopped working. We had to use a striker each time, so I guess, you know, it's the same thing. Either you're going to have hot service igniters or the buttons. And my dad said that was a little labor intensive to replace too. So it is what it is. But so far it's doing well. I did have some technician for Links to comment on my video and say that he says the hot service igniter should last anywhere from 6 to 8 years. We'll see. Since it doesn't get any usage in the winter, maybe it will. You know, we'll see what happens. But there you go. You've seen the stove exhaust before. That does okay, honestly, you know. I'm still not impressed by that, but honestly, it does okay, so, you know, whatever. The lights, you've seen that before. And, oh yeah, I can show you some of the stuff that's in here now. In here we have foil and bags, plates and bowls. They're all plastic out here, by the way, kind of like the Long Island House. These are from the Long Island House. this, and that. I'm glad my mom saved those. They got those, I think, from Fortune off back when. I don't even think they're around anymore. So that's kind of cool. In here, trivets, some oven mitts, grill utensils, and in here, here's the plates and some like margarita things and stuff like that. Alrighty. Over here, this is the garbage and recycle bin, as you can see. Utensils here, and more martini / margarita glasses over here. Now, wait until you see the storage room here. You know, Helen, under the sink. Sorry, false alarm. There's just the drying mitt and everything. Alrighty, hold on, give me a second. Okay. And here's the sink. You've seen this before. Oh, it's in the sprayer setting, but yeah, there you go. Good pressure. So that's good. Now, wait until you see the storage room. We really cleaned up in here. Now, this is one of the reasons why I got the shop vac. Because remember all the project debris that was on the floor? All cleaned up. Vacuumed all in the corners there. Used the brush attachment to get the fine stuff on the wood, all the dust and everything. Absolutely love how this came out. Here's some of the Christmas stuff in here now, as you can see. There's that blender. Really, really fantastic. Just look at all the space you have here now. It's amazing. Now I'm going to go over to the left here. Another new shelf. This was installed maybe roughly about a month ago. I put this all up myself. Again, hangers on every single beam. That way the shelf gets full support, no bowing areas. Got some insecticides and everything. More space to put up hot. There's the coffee machine again. The paper plates, the napkins, some more bags, water filters. So putting this shelf up here was a really good idea. There's the back door. Now I was initially concerned because, as you know, the circuit breaker panel is over here. But if you notice, hold on a second, I gotta use two hands here. There we go. It still opens at an obtuse angle. You see that? So if ever we have to take this thing off or whatever, this door doesn't get in the way. You know what I'm saying? You still have full room to do whatever you have to do. So that was my initial concern, but it worked out okay. Let me close this up. Okay. So here's that shelf. It's the smaller shelf, the same as that one over there. Oh yeah, and because I put this shelf up, I had to move my thermometer. Found another spot for it. The sun doesn't really hit up here, but I did put this up high because in the winter, as you know, when the sun is lower, the ray of light will be higher. So I put this in a spot where it never gets hit ever, so that's good. So the temperature inside here is, what is it? Looks like 84 degrees. Yeah, it looks about right. And the hydrometer says, I guess 55% humidity, so not terrible. Here's all the hot tub chemicals. You've probably seen those before. Towels on the second level, an extra cushion, and some miscellaneous stuff on the top shelf. Fan is going, as you can hear. That fan makes a world of a difference. So glad we have that in here. And whenever the umbrellas or the hammock are away, we put them on this shelf here, so that's what that space is here for. But again, look how clean this all is. See, all vacuumed, got all the junk out of here. Really, really nice. And one thing I did do was I did replace this outdoor timer with another one because the one we had refused to trip on with the on-tripper, you know what I'm saying? So there, I replaced it with the Intermatic one. Works every time. Simpler the better. Never fails. Okay. And sometime in the fall, my mom and I are going to clean this wood floor again and take everything out, and we're going to polyurethane it. You know, get some good water sealer on it. Probably a good idea to do. And here's where the water heater. Okay, here's where the snowblower and the gas container is for the summer. Fantastic spots, you know, in the shade, especially the gas container, completely in the shade, so don't have to worry about that. Really, really nice. Love how it looks in here. So nice and neat. Everything in here. Okay, so you know what? I just need to change batteries here, and then we shall continue. Okay, there we go. So let's head back outside again, and we'll walk around some more. Oh, yes, and I never really showed you these to you in this video, but take notice of those two lights, okay? And there'll be some more on the other side of the house, okay? Just notice that. Just keep that on note for now. So here's the table, metal table. Seats a lot of people. And here's an umbrella we got recently for over the fire pit. This umbrella, though, yeah, I guess it's designed to be anchored into the ground because we had to put these sand things on here because when it hangs over, it won't hold itself up. So I don't know if that's a made in China thing or if maybe it was designed differently. Who knows? But the way we have it now is good. Here's the bird feeder. You've seen that before. The birds go crazy here. Like one day I filled up the thing all the way to the top. By the next day it was just about empty. So they're really hanging around here. Now let's walk down here. And check this out. Here's a new hose holder. This is the hose that used to be at the driveway. We moved it here. And I love this hose holder because it's made of either brass or aluminum, so it won't rust, and it's metal. So I'm very happy about that. The plastic ones I know would just, you know, dry out over time. So I'm very glad it's metal. And you can see, keeps it off the grass, everything. Very nice. And not much else to see around this back area, but here's my mom's garden. Remember I told you about this? That just, that looks really nice. She has a couple of tomato plants. That's basil right there, I believe. Tomatoes might be over there, I think. And some other stuff here, too. I'm not quite sure exactly what else she has planted here, but here's all her stuff. Pretty cool. And, you know, I just realized something. Let me go turn that a waterfall on. Don't want to forget that. That's an important feature back here. Give me a second. Missed one little thing, but no big deal. There's that switch. Because you never saw the waterfall run with the rocks in the place of the tub. So, and here's some stuff by the fire pit. Here's some benches here. And the fire pit I'll make a separate video on, so you won't see it run in this video, but I'm just going to make a video dedicated to the fire pit itself. But you can see all the glass pieces we have in here. That's good for a gas fire pit. Looks very nice with the lid off. Here's some more benches right here and everything. You won't see too much in the sense of flames, I guess, but the heat, let me tell you, it's very strong. And some benches over here by the umbrella. And here's the waterfall once again. You've probably seen this before. I did have to make an adjustment on this waterfall. You notice I moved the rocks away from where the water hits? I had to, because the way it initially was with all the rocks around it, there was too much splashing out. And with too much splashing out, it loses water. So I did that. Works so much better now. I probably would have just kept it without the rocks, but, you know, I think it looks, I don't think it looks too bad like that. My folks like it, so it's good. And this is just initial splashing for when it was turned on, but as you can see, the rocks are drying. So, yeah, it's working much better now. Bird bath over there, as you can see, it's the most made in China thing you have ever seen. That is all plastic, and just look at it. There you go. St. Francis over there. Oh, and I will say, this fire pit does have like a standing pilot and everything, but it's fully mechanical controlled, easy to use, so I'm very happy about that. And if the power goes out, guess what? You can still use it, so awesome. And here's the control right there, you can see. All right. So, hot tub, as you notice, it's actually uncovered. I figured I had to keep it uncovered for this video, you know, just very, very appropriate for that. All right. And here's the lid that normally goes on the fire pit. This is actually a new storage container we have for all the cushions and everything. You know, keep them in place and not take up too much of cabana space. Let me just move this lid over here temporarily. Oh, that thing is hot. See? Everything fits in here. So, all good. All right, let's put that back where it was. Okay. And here's the hot tub again. Still looks beautiful after I did all that cleaning and the purging and refilling and all that stuff. Looks really, really nice. Very happy with how this came out. Okay. And just some steps for the hot tub. Hot tub cover is over there for the time being. That other stoop. And here's this table's from the Long Island house. I forget if you remember about that, but there it is. Got the umbrella up. 2 more lights again. Remember those for later. Here's a new hammock. We're not sure if this is going to be its official spot, but I mean, this gets shaded the earliest, so I figured maybe this would be the best spot for it. But if we have to move it, we have to move it. We have the hose over here currently because if we leave it on the grass, it's gonna, hurt the grass. So, like I said, maybe we'll put rocks here sometime. Who knows? We're still trying to figure it out. But whatever. Hot tub disconnect. You remember that? And here's the yard again, just all nice and grassy compared to how it used to be. Generator and everything. That spot has gotten a little bit better, but as you can see, it's still not all that great. So we're going to have a sprinkler guy come here. I think he's going to put a head in the corner and some updates. Now, I did rewire the zones like I said I was going to. They run in a much better order than they used to. So I'll make that video once this is all fixed and everything. The guy does the updates, then we can go from there, okay? But again, this looks absolutely beautiful. All the dirt it used to be, weeds, really fantastic. And I guess that's all the important stuff, but you can see it's finally all finished and everything. But, yeah, everything over here, there. There's the, oh yeah, you can see the stones have dried. And the waterfall's going and everything. Very nice. Now, of course, the other thing I would like to do, here's a hot tub once again. The other thing I would like to do is, I would like to show you how the yard looks at night. Now, normally, like I always say, that would take a long time to happen. But as you know, in my videos, you don't have to wait that long at all. Ha! Just like that. Let's go ahead and look at the finished yard at nighttime. Now, I'm sure you recognize those 3 lights by the cabana. And now we have some more lights along here, which we'll take a closer look at. And here's another shot of the hot tub at night. And check that out. These lights can be, changed to different colors. They can change colors, whatever, but I just have it set to constant white, just because, it's the brightest that it can be. I'll take a look at that more here. But here we go. Check out the rest of the backyard now. Alrighty. So I guess we'll start over here like I did back in March of 2019 when it was nighttime. You can see over here, here's the 3 lights under where the bar stools are. That looks really nice. And these lights, by the way, that aren't on the house are done by that timer in the back that I changed. And so we have one on this post right here, as you can see, but by the wind chime. There's actually one inside the kitchen here. Just so that side kind of has some light. See what I mean? Now, I figure it'd be best to have these lights on during the summer only. Like, during the winter time when everything is closed down, I'd probably just keep them off, honestly. And these are all let me say it again. These are all LED bulbs. So you have some along this wall here. There's one over here by the steps leading down, as you can see. Good thing to have. So that can be seen. And yeah, along the wall here. There's lights here by the fire pit. Both sides of the post here. Hopefully this is all coming out okay. Here's the fire pit. Again, I'll do the fire pit in a separate video, but you did see what it looked like during the day. There's a light over there. A light on the other side of the fire pit. Like that. Unfortunately, we don't have any lights by the waterfall, but wasn't quite sure how we could all fit that in, but, whatever. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. There's 2 lights on the other post here by St. Francis. And up on the hot tub platform, we have one here at the steps. 2 on that side. And 2 more on this side, as you can see. So yeah, the last time I did a nighttime shot back here was in March of 2019, and none of these lights along the back were working yet, so it's definitely a huge improvement over how it was last time. And the lights on the back of the house and the side of the cabana are LED bulbs. They're the 60-watt equivalent EcoSmarts, the classic glass bulb. That is one thing I am happy about with the LED bulbs, is that they're bringing back the classic glass bulb of the incandescence, so it doesn't have that like white base anymore. This will probably adjust brightness, but yeah, see? I'm very happy that they're doing that, so you don't have like that white base anymore, which I really wasn't a big fan of. So we'll take a shot of the cabana at night on the outside. Actually, I don't think, if I remember correctly, when I did the nighttime shot here, there was only one lamp on the wall here still. So this is kind of an improvement with that. Now you see how it looks with 2 bulbs. Much, much better. And 2 on the back there as well. Again, all 4 of them are the classic glass bulb EcoSmart LEDs, 60 watt equivalent. And for 60 watt equivalent, I'd say it's pretty bright here. Just bright enough, honestly. Lights up the back and everything. And here's the other thing I missed that I totally forgot about. I said I was going to video the extra carrier nameplates on the air conditioners, which I did get a shot of in the last one, but I didn't really focus on them, so here they are. So there's one on the front, one on the side there, and also, you know, the 4 bulbs above the garage doors. First floor unit on the front, and on the side, there you go. Finally got those. So yeah, that looks so much better with 2 bulbs. Again, not the biggest fan of this stone wall, but yeah, whatever, I've gotten used to it. Alright, now, let's see, what else can I show along here? So I mentioned these. Oh yeah, let me show you what it looks like back here with the cabana lit up. That'll look pretty nice. Now look at this, so I'll stand back here. And this does provide some extra lighting, as you know, to the table area. So that is pretty nice, definitely. Look how bright that is. That's really nice. And I did show you the storage room lighting. I'll show that to you again. Yep, one over here. Again, a little dark down there, but it's just a storage room. See, you can see everything on the shelf easily. So, you know, very, very nice. And everything on that shelf, yeah, just the lighting in here is so much better compared to the Long Island house. And there's the shelves again. Really, really great. Just for the heck of it, let's see what it looks like from one of the windows with the storage room lights on. Yeah, looks kind of interesting. Interesting light pattern, I guess you could say. All right, so, but yeah, the lighting inside this kitchen is really, really nice. It's definitely bright all around, and you can see we already got some little flies going around the lights. Oh yeah, so here's the I forgot to show you this cabinet. Just some extra stuff in there. Again, this button on the grill does turn on this cabinet light. Honestly, looking at it now, it does serve a purpose, I will say. Oh, and also, like I said, here's the grill lit up with the halogen lights. Not bad, you know, it does kind of do the job. So, if ever you needed to clean it, I guess, or something, these lights would be good to have. So, they are useful, I do admit. And it turns off the cabinet light, too. Alright. And this is kind of cool here, like if ever you want to light up the light dispenser and just that, you can just do that and then turn this off. Kind of looks interesting, you know, sort of. So, there's that. Then you can get this in the dark. Yep, there we go. Alright. Let's keep this on, actually, because I'm going to have more light out here for you. And, you know, just for now, let's just go back to the hot tub and show what the fountain looks like with the lights on. That is kind of cool. You know, there's lights inside the jets there. Kind of a funky thing, if you want to call it that. Let's turn that off. And just for the heck of it, let's see what it looks like with all 3 pumps going. I don't have the air valves open, but that's okay. It just blocks the light. Whoa, that looks pretty cool, honestly. You know, let's just turn the fountain back on with that. Wow, talk about a light show. That's certainly pretty cool. Pretty fancy, definitely. All right. That was definitely pretty cool to see. Okay, so now that the Cabana light is on, remember I told you about those 2 lights at the top of the house? There's technically 4 bulbs, but if you want, you can also turn those on to get a little bit more light out here. And we're going to use the switch here by the sunroom to turn them on. Okay, a little correction in my plans. I thought the sunroom switch turned them on, but no, it's the one in the family room. Derp. So let's go ahead and do that now. And you can see what it'll provide for us. Oh, check that out. Frog. Huh, look at that. Now look at it out here. See, you can see one of the bulbs does shine right on the hot tub, so it kind of cancels out the lights inside. That's okay. If ever you wanted extra light, you know, you have it. So there is that, and there's the 2 lights on up there. So it shines in this general area, as you can see, and a little bit on the grass. Now, what are those bulbs? Yep, they're LED. They're the 120 watt equivalent LEDs. Now, before anyone gives me a hard time about the LED bulbs, okay? The incandescent bulbs for those, I've been done with for years, okay? Because it happened not only at the Long Island house, it also happens at Jay's house. After a while, whatever glue they use to keep the glass lens onto the bulb, it fails, the lens drops, and it breaks. Happens all the time. And I am done with that nonsense. I'm sorry, okay? So those are 120 watt equivalent LEDs, and the CFLs, you know, they're as dim as can be before they brighten up. So that's why I went with the way I did. So you can see there's a light on here by the hot tub and everything. And over here by the table, you got some extra light here in the general patio area. And I think this one, the other one kind of hits the roof, but maybe it kind of does something. Yeah, it mostly just hits the roof, and this area is already lit up by the 2 other bulbs over there. But as you can see, with that light on, you get lots of light back here, should you need it, you know? It really does a big job compared to the wall lights. I mean, the wall lights look good for, like, design, but you can see the waterfall a little bit better with that light on. Oh, and the fire pit, for that matter, so, okay. A little bit more of a purpose than I thought. Maybe I'll have this light on for when I make the video of the fire pit. That'd be pretty cool. And here's a shot of the backyard with the light on. And the hot tub area, too. And basically, guys, that's everything. So, it's been a very interesting almost 3 years. You know, it's been fun. I was always waiting for the day when I'd be able to make you this final update video of the backyard, and I'm glad it happened. Now, I know some of you may say this project did take a long time, and it did, believe me, but we did get some good use of the backyard last year, too. So, you know, there was that as well. Even if not everything was fully going, but now it is. So, and just here it is again without those big lights on, which isn't all that bad. But seriously, guys, you know, I mean, I'm definitely happy that the backyard is finally all finished, and, you know, everything's all set. Things look great. But it's always kind of sad when I gotta finish making project videos, like you know, whether it was Route 110, the Long Island house pool, and this. Now, of course, this isn't the last video you're going to see of the backyard. I mean, I'll have some videos not really focusing on updates, but, you know, just stuff around the yard and everything. But, in all seriousness, guys, for the last almost 3 years, since 2017, I've been making videos on this, and it's been fun. I know some people really enjoy them. I know what's his name, Spooky from Marathon really enjoyed these videos. He would always tell me in the Meta server that he was looking forward to the next one. Hopefully he's seeing this. And, you know, things really came out great in the end. I remember I had that thing in 2018 when I was getting pretty annoyed because of people not doing their job or not showing up and everything. But at least that was a temporary thing, you know? So from a field of weeds and dirt and bare cinder blocks to this. Really a fantastic result. And I guess that's basically everything, guys. Really was a fun video series. I know you guys liked it. I loved making it for you. Really good time. And as sad as it is to not make these update videos anymore, I'm very glad everything is done and it looks great. So I very much hope you enjoyed all the updates on this backyard. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.